Child, I know y'all been wanting to see the hair content. Listen, I gotta do the faith-based content too, but I'm like, listen, we can remix the hair in. Like, we can mix that in, y'all. We can make it do what it do and make it shake, okay? So in this video, we're gonna be talking about faith-based content, of course, but the topic is resting, y'all. But as far as my hair, y'all, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna do a little press and curl with the flat iron. My hair is already blow dry, as y'all can see. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this message. So I kept getting confirmations to rest, y'all. And I'm like, God, why are you telling me to rest? Like, why is it rest? And it came to the point where I was like, God, you cannot be telling me to rest. And I got bills, I got kids, I got to cook, I got to clean. Like, baby, I got to do it all. Like, I got to get to this money by tomorrow. So I'm like, God, I know you're not telling me, okay, to rest. And I started getting to the point where I was questioning, like, you know, sometimes you'll get messages, sometimes it'll be from God, but you got to think about it like this. The enemy also knows you too. The enemy also knows your next move. The enemy knows exactly how you do things and how you react. So I was like, God, is this you for real, or is this the devil? Like, I need more confirmation, y'all. I kept seeing messages out the tail, like rest. I'm like, okay, this is getting overwhelming. Let me just go ahead and, calm down. All right, everybody just calm down. But anywho, you already know why I didn't want to rest, right? And I'm pretty sure it makes sense to you, but at the same time, God is in control. We're just literally mortal humans. He can see things that we cannot see. And then I started to realize, like, wow, I remember that this same thing, these same messages that I was getting as far as resting, this happened back in 2020. Like, this was like a few months after I had my firstborn in 2019, right? And, back during that time, I spoke about this a little while ago, but I said, after I had my firstborn, I had really bad postpartum depression. And I was just like, God, I just feel like giving up. Because it was just too much. It just became too much for me. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? The little bit of faith that I have in you, God, like, it seemed like it's fin to go ahead and just go down the toilet. So I said, if you will give me faith the size of a mustard seed. So boom, as I'm getting faith the size of a mustard seed, I'm getting also these messages, like messages from God and like just urges to fast. So I'm like, okay, let me pray. Let me fast. Let me also rest. And I was just like, okay, while I'm resting, while I'm praying, while I'm fasting, let me take my journal and I'm finna just write. I'm finna just write everything that I want. So I started to write. I started to speak things into existence. You know what I'm saying? Like, say my affirmations. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I'm a child of God. I'm just speaking things out into existence. I'm writing it down. I'm making it plain. And I'm also showing my thanksgiving, right, to God during this time period where I was going through the postpartum depression, or actually getting healed from it, right? By thanking God, I'm using my words to thank him, and I'm also doing my praise and worship, right? I'm just listening to my music, and that's how you can thank God as well. So anyway, I say all that to say, fast forward now, 2025, y'all, I'm getting the same messages. But the thing is, except this time, it's a little bit different. I started praying and fasting, y'all, to the point where I am a fasted individual. It got to a point where, like, I literally lost 30 pounds, y'all. And I have been literally praying and fasting since August of last year, y'all. Not continuously, but like monthly. I'll just pick a few days, or you know what I'm saying? So I got the praying and fasting down pat. I got the thanking God. I got the praise and worship, which is also showing my thanksgiving. I speak it into existence, and I write it down and I make it plain. But the thing is, I'm noticing that I am missing the resting part. But like I said, I've been getting messages all week to rest, y'all. Mind you, last week, I woke up at like 3:35 to start working and making content. And I know that point right there, God probably was like, hold on, good job for making content. Good job for, doing what I asked you to do and making the faith-based content. But at the same time, you do have to remember, daughter, you have to rest. So I feel like a lot of times, when it comes to us being obedient to God and us doing things and us wanting to grind, we forget to rest sometimes. And I just think to myself, like, dang, what if that's the missing piece in our lives, y'all? We're doing everything right. We're being obedient. We're praying. We're fasting. We're thanking God. We're writing it down and making it plain. We're speaking life into our situations, which we're doing everything except for resting. And to me, I'm not going to lie, When you rest, it shows your obedience to God, and it shows that you're able to trust in God, even in the midst of turmoil and attacks and the spiritual warfare. When you just sit back and allow God to just do his thing and you rest, like literally you're in the dwelling place. Like, what does Psalms 91 say? You're in the dwelling place. It's like he covers you. And you know, when God covers you, them attacks can't hit like that. But when you decide that you finna just get up and go, and go, you're more open to attacks because you haven't been well rested. You can't see clearly in the spirit realm because you are going 24/7. So I encourage somebody to take a rest. Take a rest, because what if that's your missing piece? And to be honestly, what if that's why you've been getting attacked all this time? Because you thinking that you doing something good by staying up, by doing the extraness, right? You're thinking that you have everything down pat, but what if this whole time you getting more attacked because your vision is not on straight? You can't see clearly. But I encourage somebody to rest, because what if that's, like I said, the missing piece? Rest, y'all. This is somebody else confirmation too, baby. Because I know I've been getting the confirmation to rest, but I know somebody else got to rest too, baby. Thank y'all so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do. Send this to 3 people, because the thing is, people got to hear the word, okay? And not only should you do that, but you should also click the link in my bio, my description box, or the comment section, maybe. They're all the same link. It takes you directly to your Create Your Dream Life ebook. This ebook right here, these steps are literally the same exact steps that I used back in 2021 when I bought my very first house as a 23-year-old mother of one. Okay, baby, I was out here doing it big. These are the same steps that I use and I apply to this day to get the things that I want. Go ahead and get your ebook today and get your 3 freebies as well.